Which brings us now into TV updates. Again, writer's strike is still going on, so it's not going to be as big as we want, though bigger than last week, I believe. So that's a positive sign, I would hope. In this section, we have some follow-ups on some shows that honestly shouldn't be all that surprising for people, and then we have a few trailers that have been announced, and welcome, nerds, to the TV news. That's a little ambiguous, don't you think? This is a clip that is taken from the larger Week in Nerddom that gets posted up on the main YouTube channel at Generally Nerdy, or youtube.com/Generally Nerdy, however you have to go about it. This section of the news, we're talking about TV shows and episodic shows on streaming networks. I'm still working out a way to say that isn't such a mouthful. Either way, it's going to be TV shows, right? That's how this works. And so let's just get into it, shall we? And that's really about it. So, starting things off, follow-ups and corrections, we have Superman and Lois has been renewed for a 4th season. So yes, we will be at least getting a 4th season. Hopefully we will make it to a 5th, because I believe that was what the showrunner originally wanted. He was trying to tell a story in 5 seasons. So hopefully we will be getting that, and only time will tell there. And actually, only James Gunn will tell at that point. Though our next follow-up has to do with another one that should not be shocking, and that is Gotham Knights on the CW has been canceled after its 1st season. This show didn't even get Batwoman numbers, and Batwoman was a joke. So that'll kind of give you an idea as to why it's been canceled. So yeah, again, not super surprising. Let's move on though. Let's talk now about the trailers. Trailers this week, we got during the showcases, the non-E3 showcases, we got a Twisted Metal release date and proper trailer. This shows us Sweet Tooth and John Doe doing their thing. Going by this trailer alone, it looks like they're definitely going to be hitting the tone of the majority of the Twisted Metal games, because Twisted Metal Black started taking itself a little bit too seriously, but the previous Twisted Metal games before that were definitely had a bit of a lighter side to all the darkness and death. So yeah, this looks definitely like it's going to be doing that. July 27th is the release date. It will be on Peacock, because I keep forgetting that they switched from Showtime to Peacock, but it is going to Peacock, so there you go. And then our next trailer is honestly just more of a tease for The Boys. It has to be noted because it's The Boys. New Homelander tease that is just further reason why, and I'm brain farting the actor's name and I apologize, but why the dude who plays Homelander really deserves much more recognition for being as incredibly evil as he is. Yeah, and then our final trailer for the week is the second trailer for season 2 of Foundation has dropped. And if you do not know what you're in for, this trailer is honestly not doing a whole lot to shed light on the crazy that is the second book of the Foundation series. So July 14th is when it hits. And of note, season 3 is currently filming, so they are working towards much more content in this series, and I am here for it as well, because yes, just so good. Asimov in and of itself is great, and then their interpretation, while not perfect, is pretty damn close. So we do have one piece of regular ass news for TV, and that is a retirement. This is usually when we're talking things about people in the industry, usually it's because they've passed. Well, this one is got a little bit more on the bright side of that, and that is that Pat Sajak over at the Wheel of Fortune is retiring. Pat Sajak has been hosting Wheel of Fortune for 41 seasons. The man is 76 years old, and the season that is about to start in September is going to be his final season. So that's one hard-working man right there, and a happy retirement is definitely well-deserved. So congratulations to Pat Sajak on a career of being great and being living in everyone's living room for at least a couple of decades at a time. That being said, that's all we have for the section. Let's get into suggestions for TV this week. Suggestion is Secrets of the Mogwai. The new Gremlins animated series on Max is so much fun. I honestly, like, I love the 2 live action movies. They're fantastic. We watch Gremlins every year at Christmas, so like that is a staple part of our life. But that being said, I'm not super deep on the lore because I know there's a lot of lore involved. So whether or not this violates any of the lore that's already pre-established, I have no idea. I just know this is a hell of a lot of fun for an animated series, though a little dark if you've got young kids. There's some things in here that you go, maybe this is for like preteens and not really 4-year-olds. But either way, it's a hell of a lot of fun for somebody who is kind of a grown child in and of itself. So yeah, absolutely recommend The Secrets of the Mogwai, the new Gremlins animated series on Max. Go check it out. Once again, nerds, this has been the TV and streaming news for the week, taken from the main show, The Week in Nerddom, which is posted on the main channel, youtube.com/generallynerdy. Thank you for joining me here, nerds. Before we go, always remember that if it's generally nerdy, it's probably here.